Hey guys, Nick Casamasimo here, your concierge realtor for Palm Beach and Broward County. I just wanted to present to you what I think are best practices for listing agents. So if you're a homeowner out there that is looking to sell your home now or sometime in the future, um, you want to pair yourself with a listing agent that at least presents these four things to you. Now, there are probably other things that I think a lot of other agents can kind of add to it, but I think these are the four most important things that will bring you maximum value to your property. So first thing, and the most important thing is pricing. Pricing really drives the sale of a home. Your agent needs to come to you and tell you, okay, here are the comps in the area, in the community, in the last 3 months and 6 months. This is what they sold for. This is how these properties were similar to yours, how they were different, and I think your property is more valuable or less valuable based on X, Y, and Z. They also need to tie in some external factors, things like, is it a buyer's or seller's market? What's the inventory like in the county or in the community actually? Um, is money cheap or expensive to borrow? Um, and they need to kind of weave these things along with the comps to come up with a reasonable price. And it needs to make sense to you. Okay, so that's the first thing, and it's by far the most important thing. If it's priced, just if a property is priced too high, it's just going to sit flat on the market and it's never going to sell. If it's priced too low, you're going to get a tremendous amount of activity, but you're going to leave a lot of money on the table. Um, so that's the first thing. Second thing is photos. Hiring a professional photographer is a necessity. And the reason why I say that is because we as human beings, I hate to say this, but we are judgmental and we are very visual. And the evidence to support this is just think about the last time you went on a real estate website to do an advanced search on a property. And once you went to that property and found it, what was the first thing that you did? You probably went immediately to the pictures and you flipped through it, and in 10 to 20 seconds, you figured out if you liked it or didn't like it and if you wanted to go see it with your agent. Um, so it's vital to hire a photographer to kind of emphasize all the positive things and de-emphasize all the negative things. With their equipment, they have thousands of dollars of equipment that can kind of capture good angles, good lighting. They really can enhance the property. So if you find your agent is taking pictures on their iPhone and plan on doing marketing that way, run away. I mean, first thing off the bat when I meet with clients and try to list properties with them, I tell them I will hire and I will pay for on my own dime a professional photographer. That's how important it is. And that's really a low-hanging fruit because you get maximum benefit for limited cost. So that's the second thing you should be looking out for. Third thing is marketing. No longer is it sufficient for us to just slap the photos and some text in MLS. You know, millions and millions of buyers are going online and are looking and actively searching on their own. So it is absolutely imperative for an agent to be attuned to Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com. They need to have a social presence, in my opinion. Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and anything that they can get their hands on, Snapchat. And because the more stuff that you put out, the more people are able to kind of view your listing. So those are really important things when marketing. Also, too, I think every agent has their own kind of Rolodex of contacts. What I typically do is maybe a few days before I actually post something on the MLS, I'll actually send an email blast to my thousands of contacts, many of which are agents, and I'll tell them, listen, I'm going to put this in the it's going to go live on the MLS in 24, 48 hours. You're going to have first crack at it. Let me know if you want to see the property. And it basically builds some really positive momentum before you actually officially list the property. And then finally, your agent should have a good eye as to how to present the property in the best way. I mean, we talked about pictures and how important they are. They will bring the client to the home, but if when they come to the home, the house is a mess, it's not going to bode well for you. So it's important that when they come to the home, that it's presented in the best way possible. So your agent should tell you what are important things to declutter. If it's an empty space, maybe staging should be the go-to option. What are things that you can do to improve the outside? Curb appeal is really important. Is it imperative to update a kitchen? I mean, they should tell you why they think it's important, what the cost is going to be, and what the benefit you're going to get out of it. So those are the four things that I think are mission critical items. And if your agent doesn't really address it, either one of the four, I think you should look for another agent. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, LinkedIn, and you can just search me as Nick Casamassimo. All right, well, I guess I'm signing off. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.